Welcome everyone to why did my dog just do that? What the Hazel? Okay, my fault. Okay, everyone, welcome to the Sunday streams or the first Sunday stream. So basically, if you guys don't understand, well, I'm gonna be doing a stream just like this every single Sunday, unless I cannot obviously do it. But basically, every Sunday I will do these streams so you guys can talk to me about Christianity. Okay, Christianity is obviously my religion, and if you guys have any questions about Christianity that you would want, or just any recommendations to become a better Christian, I got you. I will try my best to answer every single question. Obviously, you cannot ask me questions that I cannot answer, but you can try to, but makes sense, okay? Like, obviously, ask questions that a person could know. Because if you're sitting here saying, what does heaven look like? I really cannot exactly give you an answer, but we can give you evidence. I can try to give you some evidence pointing towards something, or what it says in the Bible, because, yeah. So, any questions that you have, I will try my best, okay? I'm not in the code yet, but I will get into a code that will probably not do any fan codes, I don't think. It's most likely just gonna be a Sunday stream. Oops. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Anyway. So far, no viewers, which is okay. Share, copy link, all that amazing stuff. It's actually pretty weird. It feels like ever since I got subscribers, I've actually been losing viewers at once. Pretty interesting. I need to get like a thumbnail for my live streams and stuff. I really do need to do that. Yes, there is. I'm so sorry about that, everyone. The stream randomly just stopped, so my apologies. Okay, I think we're ready. I think we're ready to join a quick code and, yeah, do whatever we need to do. Holy moly. Is that seriously? Well, that's just gonna have to work. Tough. Okay, we're in here. I need to find a spot. Where are we thinking we should talk? Ah, no. Okay. Where should we do this at? Ooh, that was close. Okay. So, I don't know why I'm holding the camera. I could just. Maybe. I would like to. I don't know where to do this at. I wish there was like a chill area to do all this in. Ah! Okay. Maybe we could just do it in Treehouse. Treehouse is okay. Treehouse it is. Treehouse it will be. Anyway. And by the way, guys, I want to thank you all for 1,200 subscribers. I know I did not post any video to do that. That was LT Merch. So thank you, LT Merch, for putting me in collaboration links, because that really does help me. Let me get the chat pulled up. Holy moly. Okay. Do people say that the rapture is coming just to scare people into making them follow their religion? No. No. I mean, it's more of like a big warning, right? Because the rapture, it could happen literally right now. We have no idea when it can happen. And in the Bible, it does say that the rapture, there will be I'm trying to think of the word, trumpets. There will be trumpets coming down from heaven. Heaven will open up, and Jesus will come down. And by then, As soon as the trumpets go off, you cannot change your mind. There is no, okay, I changed my mind, I'm going to become a Christian now, because the whole thing is to, believe in Christ in faith and not on proof. And if the Bible wasn't already enough evidence pointing towards Christianity and all this happening, then I don't know. Because obviously, most of the stuff we can't even. Because the thing is proof is showing one way. There's only one way that could have happened. We cannot give proof. What we can give is evidence. So the evidence of the Bible, the evidence of the testimonies in the Bible from people that witnessed Jesus do his resurrections and everything, they wrote it all down, and then they put it in the Bible, and the Bible is just all those testimonies put into one thing. And in the and where it talks about the rapture mainly is in Revelation, but yes, the rapture is not. We don't just tell you about the rapture to scare you. We tell you it to make sure you know, because in the Bible it also tells us to, Jesus says to his disciples to go tell the whole world about me. He says, go tell the whole world about me and what I've done, all the miracles I've made and everything I've done. Go tell the whole world, everywhere in the world. And that is why missionary trips happen, and that is why Christianity, a lot of people try to tell others about Christianity. It's not to scare anyone. It's just a warning, and we want to save your life. We want to save your soul. And if people say, God told me that the world will flood again, like that one dude that was telling everyone to get on his boats and because the world's gonna flood again. God made the rainbow. He made a promise that he will never flood the earth again. The only way that the world will ever come to a circumstance like that is the rapture. And the rapture is coming close. And I'm not saying that to scare anyone, but it is genuinely coming close. Because in the Bible, it says that it will get as bad as the days of Jonah. It is going to be bad. We are getting close to that. Have you seen the world today? There's people being assassinated. There's people, just all these horrible things going on in life. So, yes, the rapture is coming close. I'm not saying that it will happen, right now. I mean, it could. We don't know when. No one knows when. Not even Jesus himself knows when. Only God knows the time that the rapture will happen. That is the only thing. But yeah, that is pretty much what the rapture is kind of talking about. Hi Dorothy, hi Callie, hi Rax, hello Zorvex. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. And so far there's no new questions, so I will just bring up a subject, or maybe I can just add on to this whole rapture thing. But yeah, I mean the rapture will be interesting, right? Because whenever the rapture happens, there's going to be no one on earth. No one. Everyone that has accepted Jesus into their hearts and actually believe in him will ascend up to heaven. Now, you're probably wondering, I cannot just accept Jesus and then just run on and do random stuff in my life. Never change my lifestyle, nothing like that, never even improve. But that's the thing, is I've actually been asking myself recently, how can I be a better Christian? What can I do to be a better Christian and actually be devoted and actually, because right now I don't feel like I'm doing enough to get into heaven. But this is actually good. If you are a Christian and you are having the same thing, don't even worry about it. This is good. You are growing spiritually, and that is that's what's so amazing. Even parents, even grown adults, they have not fully grown spiritually. We will keep growing, and having that mindset of we're not doing enough is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong. In fact, if you think I've done enough, then that's actually probably not as good as saying I haven't done enough. The point is that we should at least try to do as much as we can. Because in the Bible, it says that we need to try to live like Jesus. And if you want to learn how to live like him, I would recommend reading the Gospels like Mark, Luke, John, Matthew, etc. And if you're wondering, that's in the New Testament. It should be at the start. But read those, and you can kind of learn about Jesus' life and how he resurrected and just his whole life. It doesn't really talk about his beginning, the main like his childhood, but it does say that he was already preaching to people at like 12 years old. So Jesus obviously told a lot of people, did a lot of miracles, and all that amazing stuff, and that is basically how it all works, And recently, I've been reading my Bible. I've slowed down a bit on it, but I've set an alarm every single day. I would be reading it right now, actually, but I did actually, stream type of thing. And that's the reason why I wanted to do this so much, is because Jesus also tells us to, like I said, tell the whole world about him. So whenever I do these streams, I'm also helping people learn a lot more. And who knows, these streams may even help someone get saved. That is what's amazing about this. And by the way, to the person who said code probably not going to happen this stream, because I'm going to start doing this every Sunday, but any other day of the week, I'm just going to be doing normal streams where I do fan codes, VStomp, etc. But yeah, I want a lot of people to know more things about Christ, and that's the whole goal of this. I'm not doing this to get clout. I'm doing this to help people out. That was tough. What else? Yeah, I remember recently, I was kind of thinking, I was kind of just sitting there, right? And I was thinking, hold on a second. I'm realizing that my life has not changed a single bit since I got saved. None of it. The only thing I really did that was kind of Christian-like was literally just read, maybe even just a verse, writing down a verse for school or something. Like, that was about it. I didn't listen to Christian music. I didn't read the Bible unless I literally had to, which is not a really good thing. You should just choose to read the Bible, and reading the Bible is good because God can speak to us through the Bible, and that's why usually I sit there and I like, even Pig does this. He will pray and basically say, like, Lord, show me something while I read. Like, speak to me through these verses. And that can really help you as well. Because even when you don't understand a verse, I usually just write it down. So that way I can go back to it. And as I grow up and grow spiritually and understand these things, I can go back to it and maybe see if I can actually understand it better. Because, with me being the age I'm at, I'm not at my peak IQ yet, okay? So I would rather me write down the verse, come back to it, maybe look back at it. And I actually wrote one down. Oh, you're lineman? Let's get it, bro. But let me actually go to, where is it? Should be in my notes app. Here it is. Okay, hold on. Let me show you the verse. Okay. So I was reading John 4 at this one day, right? And I found this verse. I was originally writing down verses, but I had already written down like 2, and my hand was tired, so I just put it down on the app. But anyway, the verse is John 4:14, and it says, "But whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water that I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life." As you can see, that is pretty confusing to understand at the start. Like, you guys are thinking that, like, oh, what does he mean by "will never thirst" with him? Like, what does that mean? And even I sit here and I'm still confused on what the heck that means. I'm still trying to understand that. But I can kind of understand it, but I can't. Like, I can't think of what it's trying to reference. Is it saying that, like, you just really, some verses are very hard to understand, which it's okay to not understand them. Obviously, the Bible, the words have kind of, changed, and all that stuff. I mean, we have new words pretty much every single month. Like, how in the heck did 6 make it into the dictionary? I have no idea. but yeah, I think one of the parts we need to understand is the water that I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life. That is what I think is pretty interesting. I still do not understand this, but it definitely means something, and we can at least try our best to understand it. What's your favorite verse? Good question. I know it was Romans 9 something, I think. I know I wrote it down somewhere or put it somewhere. Let me go back and check. Because I just know that it was a really good verse, and it really kind of stuck out to me. You guys probably know it. If you know the Bible, you've probably heard it a couple times. It's not Philippians 4:13 or John 3:16, but it is a pretty good verse. And another thing, if you guys could get the Bible app, I would totally recommend that. Another thing that you can do with that, and how I get the verse of the day, is you can go on your wallpaper settings, hit add widgets. I don't know if I said that right, but and then it will recommend the Bible app, and it will put the daily verse on your home screen, which is amazing. So whenever I click on my phone, I can see the verse of the day. I'll click on. If you click the verse, then you can, go into the Bible app and see what it actually says and see the full thing. And point is, it's amazing, right? But it's a pretty good thing, at least, and that's where I get some of my verses from. Okay, here it is. Numbers 6:24-26. Which says, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. That verse is one of my favorites, and I'm sure I've probably found a lot of really good verses out there, but that one is quite literally my favorite so far. I've seen a lot of verses. Some of them are just, interesting. Some of them are hard to understand. Some of them are very simple. It's pretty interesting sometimes. But yeah, that's basically my favorite verse. I can, kind of explain it a little bit. It's kind of one of those verses that's between like understandable and not understandable. It's kind of it's about 50-50. But basically what it's saying is that he's there. He's giving his grace to you, and he's blessing you without even you realizing it. Even when you think something is not a blessing, it's a blessing. If you guys think, oh no, like for instance, let's say if your dog died or your cat died, you are grieving a lot. But let me tell you that God has a plan for this, and most of the times, even when your life is in a horrible state, you can learn a lesson from it as well. But God blesses you and watches over you all the time throughout all of your bad things, and God will give you peace. A lot of people think that if they get saved and they accept Jesus and they're a Christian, that they will have no bad things happen to them. That is not the case. He will help you through that, but he will not give you what you want. He'll give you what you need. He'll be watching over you. You'll be getting his love. You'll be feeling his love. You'll be feeling peace. And that's the thing, is if you live your life thinking there's no God, I'm just going to die and I'm going to sit into a void with nothing there. That's obviously not what the case is. What the case is that if we sit down here and we know that we don't need to rush things, like we don't need to live our lives going to parties and all that stuff. We can live our life obviously reading our Bible, listening to Christian music, all that stuff, just living like a Christian, then we don't have to worry about anything, because we will go to heaven and we will have the best time there. There will be no tears in heaven. We will not be crying. It will be an amazing, amazing, amazing way to live forever. Living forever on down here would suck, okay? No one wants to live down here forever. Genuinely just suck. Imagine being in hell for eternity. It's like way, like maybe even like 100 times worse than it is down here, okay? Earth, which technically originally supposed to be heaven, is what I kind of think, because the Garden of Eden literally had animals that never bited, like they never hurt you or anything. It was amazing. There was no sin. And then obviously Satan had to come in there and crash a party, like a party pooper. So, yeah, I mean, technically the earth probably would have been on heaven, but if you ask me, heaven sounds way better than it is down here. There will be golden roads. Like, it was just, heaven's gonna be amazing. And one thing that a lot of people do actually ask in things that maybe people wonder is, when we go to heaven, will we actually be in a body, or are we just gonna be a floating soul? Or what will we look like in heaven? I don't know. Because in the Bible, it does say that there will be a house waiting for you in heaven. A house? We live somewhere in heaven? Obviously, maybe it's just saying that we have a slot for ourselves. There is a slot. There is a confirmed slot for us. Or do we genuinely have a house in heaven? Like, no, literally, the heaven is very, very confusing, and obviously, it's hard to it's very hard to understand. And I do believe a lot of people also ask, is there going to be animals in heaven? My guess is probably yes. I mean, maybe. I have literally no idea, but I'm sure there might be some, there might be some text from the Bible that can kind of explain this, but I genuinely have no idea. Like, will I see my dog in heaven? I have no idea. My dog is right over there. I don't know if I'll see her in heaven. Like, nobody really knows what heaven is gonna be like. I'm so sorry, guys. My stream crashed. But anyway, back to what we were just talking about. But yeah, I mean, heaven will be amazing. That's the whole point. We will never die. We will never suffer. We will never have any pain. We're literally just gonna have the time of our lives. And one thing to think about it is, whenever I think really, really deeply into what heaven will be like and eternity just in general, they say that we'll have eternal happiness, but do we not get bored? Like, what will heaven be like? And whenever you think into eternity, there is no ending. And on our minds down here on earth, we know that there is an ending. There isn't some sort of ending. All our brains can process is an ending or a starting place. That's another thing. A lot of people are like, where did God come from? Well, he's been here forever. He's always been here. There was no start to him, and there will be no ending of him. He is literally God, which is crazy to think about, because eternity, oh my goodness, even me thinking about it right now is actually so weird. Just eternity in general is gonna be really, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm really thinking too deeply into it. But I genuinely think that, yes, heaven will be amazing. But sometimes it can be scary to think about, which is okay. Because in our earthly minds, we are genuinely confused. One thing that we may be scared about as Christians is if we'll see a family member even in heaven. Will they be in hell and we will never see them again? What will like, that's one of the worries, and it's perfectly fine to worry about this stuff, but and think deeply into it. It can be scary. It can be a little bit scary, but just believe that if you just believe what God has said and what the Bible says, then you will be fine. Okay, eternal happiness is what heaven is gonna be. So, and you trust me, whenever you're in heaven, I think the family members, friends that may be in hell, you probably won't even be thinking about that. It's literally the only thing that you're going to be thinking about is literally talking with Jesus and thinking about genuinely the fact that you're even in heaven. And yes, I know. And a lot of you guys may be thinking, if God has amazing grace, then why can't everyone go to heaven? Because it's just not how it works. You've seen the reality today, okay? People choose to not believe this, even when they have evidence, as the Bible. They think that science is the only way to actually explain the afterlife, which is not true. Imagine this, okay? Like, God, imagine seeing something as incredible, like absolutely insane. Imagine if you watch someone dead resurrect from the living, like resurrect from the dead and be a living person, work the exact same way, look the exact same way. You would be like, what in the world? You would have no doubt in your mind that Jesus is not real because you watched him perform a miracle. You may not even realize it, but God is performing miracles even today. You just haven't seen it. But I'll tell you, priests, missionaries, they've probably seen at least one or two miracles. There's been people that have literally watched someone get cured from blindness and like while praying about it, or cured from. I'm pretty sure I've heard of something like that, but genuinely, and not to mention the fact that someone found the ark, the real ark, the one that was on the water for 40 plus days. They found it. They literally found it on a mountain. They fell into it. There is no way you can explain that. A big boat just sitting in the on a mountain. That's no coincidence, because literally in the Bible it says that the boat landed on a mountain. A big boat where they had to hold two of each animal, male and female, so that way they can reproduce. Reproduce is crazy. Reproduce. Goodness gracious. Biggie, I got a question. It's kind of important, I guess. Ask it. I'm here. If it's not about Christianity and it's something personal, I probably wouldn't ask that now, but how's your day? It is amazing. Especially now, because I'm able to talk about this. I've been waiting to do this for days. But it's a Sunday stream, so yeah. Just waiting for a lawman to ask his question. I guess while I wait, I will just keep talking. So, oh man, my nose. Oh, there it is. Okay. So if you go to heaven, would you still be able to see people you know if they're alive and if they're not? So that's one thing to ask about. I will say, whenever you're in heaven, I can't really answer so many questions about heaven, but I can kind of explain. So what you're saying is, if you go to heaven, will you still be able to see people you know if they're not alive, if they're alive, and if they're not? Are you talking about like if let's say if I go to heaven and my family members are still down here at Earth, will I be able to see them? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying like if you went to heaven, will you be able to see your family members that are also in heaven? Because I can kind of explain both cases if you guys want. But by the way, I will say, demons, people think that they're not real and that paranormal stuff isn't real. It is. It is. There's been many encounters of demons. Demons are real. Okay? It's very much true. Demons are a real thing. And I can kind of explain some of this because my dad, or sorry, more like my uncle, had I can't remember if it was a friend or a family member that died in a house fire. And he would get calls from the person that died in the house. Like, get called, but there's nothing you can hear. It just says his name, you answer, and there's nothing you can hear. And at first my dad didn't believe this, but then it happened while they were eating at dinner when they were talking about it. And he gave the phone to my dad, and he answers, he couldn't hear anything. But it was indeed the person that did die. So the question is, was he trying to call? He just couldn't talk. He just couldn't understand. And that's the thing, is that worries my dad. Because does that mean he's in hell? Because from what I know of, I don't think people in heaven could just come down and do that. Pretty sure people, only like demons and stuff, can do that. So yes, You gotta say, like, you gotta say, is it family members on Earth and you're in heaven, or both in heaven? Is that, I just say, like, if you need to, you could just say the first one or the second one. I don't know. If you are a 9-year-old and if you die as a bad kid, do you go to hell, heaven, or hell? Okay, so basically in the Bible and basically what Jesus has said, or what, or yeah, God, everything. If you're under 3 years old or 3 years old or under, I think, and you die, you go straight to heaven because you never really had like a big chance. You're not very smart as a 3-year-old. But if you're like 4 years old or more and you die and you never accepted Christ, then you're cooked. You are cooked. And as much as that is sad to say, it's the truth. That's why it's kind of good, especially around this time, if you're raising children, try to get them saved pretty soon. So obviously, if a child died in the womb, okay, I just saw what Lyman said, but I'm gonna continue this. But yeah, I mean, if a child died in the mother's womb, they had no chance to come down, like come into life and genuinely accept Jesus. They had no opportunity to do that. So of course they go to heaven. That's kind of what the answer to that is. But oh, LT, what is good, bro? What is good? How are you doing today, LT Merch? I'm sure I think you said you were busy today, so thank you for stopping by and saying what's up. But to your question about if they're on Earth and you're in heaven, that I think from what I know, I don't think you can literally come down to Earth and be like a ghost walking around with them. But I'm sure that you could literally just watch over them, like watch them from heaven. Just watch what they're doing, and somewhat be there and still see them. That's what I think, at least. I'm not doing too bad. Well, that's good. This live camera, bro. I'm gonna crash out on this live camera. Holy moly. W Live? I know. I'm gonna be doing this every Sunday. This is tough. I want to keep doing this. This is fun. I love doing this. I mean, could you like see them in heaven? Yeah, like if you're in heaven, you can still watch over them and see them from Earth. Like you could see them on Earth, I should say. But I don't know if we're able to really, like, if we're in heaven, I don't think we're able to like see people in hell. From what I know of, I think, and why would you even want to? If you're in heaven and you're having your literal paradise and you are, I don't think you'd be worried about hell at that moment. I don't even think you want to look at hell. Okay, no one does. No one even wants to step a single toe into that place. Okay, it's not good to be in there. But heaven, on the other hand, I'd put my whole body in there. That is for sure. Also, do you think I can help you with your next stream? Sorry. What do you mean by help? Because I don't know what my next stream will be, to be honest. I'm blessed from the stream. Well, that's amazing to hear. I mean, all of us are blessed, even if we're not in the stream. So, every single one of us, even the people that do not accept Christ, they are also blessed. And even when you think something is not really a blessing, it is. Trust me, it is. Like, join you and talk with you, like we both talk, to the stream, I mean, on Sunday. Oh! I would have to think about that just a little bit, because yeah, I think I just have to kind of think about that one, because yeah. But I mean, the afterlife. Oh my goodness! I accidentally just grabbed my camera. No, that was quite literally. Wait, should I do this? Put the FOV like that. That's pretty tough. But then I'm taking up your whole screen. How about that? That's pretty good. I think right here is fine. But I will say another question that I would have about Christianity is mainly, like, do we actually, like, one of the things that I really think about is being saved really enough to get into heaven? I definitely, in my mind, I think that if you got saved and then just started doing crimes and being the same person you were before, I don't think that would really help you get into heaven. I don't think that's how that would work, right? I mean, that's what I think, at least. I can't even answer that, so I don't know. But that's kind of just one of the questions I asked. Oh, 40 FOV is the best, not gonna lie. Holy cow, you're seeing my... Bro, I can't even fit my whole body in here. What you mean? So this is good? You know what? This actually isn't too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. If you're a bad person in hours before you die, you become good. Does God forgive you since you changed, or do you go to hell? It doesn't matter. Like, you can literally be saved right before you die, and you still go to heaven. If you truly do believe that God sent Jesus to come down to earth to die and rise again for our sins, to forgive us and go back to heaven, then you will be saved. That's what the Bible says. And baptism, you don't need to be baptized to go into heaven either. Baptism is more of like a thing where it kind of, nowadays, it's kind of like the thing where it kind of just shows that you really did accept Jesus, you know? Because the thing is most baptisms really happen at church, if you've realized. Like, in front of a lot of different people. I was baptized because I wanted to. And I can't even... The thing is, the church that I go to is massive. Like, I'm talking, it looks like a whole concert is going in there. It looks like a freaking stadium in there. Like a half-cut stadium. And I was baptized, and they put me on the screen. So imagine that. That's kind of what I mean by it kind of just shows a whole bunch of people that you've been saved. And that you truly love God. That's what it kind of, you know, and you don't need to show your love to God by, yeah, doing all that. But, hi LT, Biggie, what's your favorite verse? I said Numbers 24 through 26. Oh, sorry, Numbers 6, 24 through 26. Goodness gracious. I did say it earlier. I could technically read it off again if I wanted to. LT, you should let me see a finger painter. I'd rather you not ask anything like that. LT doesn't really do that stuff, so please don't ask LT that. Holy, bleh, my brain, I cannot talk right now. Baptism brings you closer to God. I'd have to think about that. I mean, I don't know how exactly it would do that. I always picture it as you're just kind of showing everyone that you really did accept Jesus and kind of. But yeah, I could see how it kind of brings you closer to God. So yeah, I kind of agree. I'm like 50-50 with it. I don't really know. Yo, Biggie, can I help with your next stream? I'm gonna say the same thing I said about Lineman. I don't know. Because it just kind of be, I don't know. I really do like kind of just sitting here with it just being me in the stream, talking about this. I don't know if I would really like if someone else was to my side and talking with me. I don't know if I really like that as much. I mean, obviously, that's kind of just how I think. I like it kind of being, I want it to kind of just be you as a viewer and me talking about Jesus. That's what I kind of want it to be. And obviously God being in the conversation as well. Deuteronomy 1:29 says that children who die in their mother's womb did not yet get to learn right from wrong, and that young children are covered by God's mercy. Yeah, that's the thing. Is if they're in a womb and they cannot learn that stuff yet, then they're going to heaven. So which is crazy to think about this, right? So imagine my mother actually had a child in her womb that died. And that's kind of crazy, right? Because that would have meant that it would have been me, my brother, and someone else. I don't know if it would have been a male or female, nothing like that, but it's crazy to think whenever I go to heaven, I will see that sibling. Can you believe that? I will literally see my sibling, the one I never got to meet. I will meet them. That is insane. That's just crazy to believe. W stream, W viewers, W God. That's all I'm gonna say. R.I.P. Thank you. Yeah, because that baby was actually supposed to be born before I was. Goodness gracious, I am really not able to talk today. But yeah, I mean, don't like. There's God's got a reason for everything, even if it's bad, even if it's good. It's all according to God's plan. And a lot of people say, if God is really so good, why did He just let a flood take over a whole entire city and destroy a whole city and kill multiple people? Bruh. God will not just stop that stuff. Honestly, us having heaven, we should already be grateful for that. Okay, we don't need to really ask anything else of Him. I think that I can't remember the exact explanation to it, but you know, just because it says God is good does not mean that He will just do all good things, because sin is still in the world and bad things can still happen in the world. Okay, there is no. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Doesn't baptism make you get accepted into the church? Accepted into the church? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'd have to research that later. But ooh, do you age in heaven? I would probably say no. I'd probably say no on that one, because think about this: if it's for eternity, I don't think you really age. I don't think you can really count your age in heaven very well, considering the fact that one day in heaven is 1,000 years down here. I think you would kind of struggle with that. Um, I think that would be a little bit confusing. Oh no, do you not age? I think. Yeah, no, you don't age from what I know of. I don't think you can sit there and be like, I've been in heaven for. I mean, you could probably say like, I've been in heaven for how many days, but I don't think you'll really be counting. That'd be a little bit weird. I'll do it. I'm joking. I'm not gonna. I don't think I'll be counting how long I've been in heaven. I don't know why I would do that. Don't need to eat, but I still can. What are you talking about? Oh, do you have to eat in heaven? Ooh, that's actually pretty interesting. I never really thought about that. I mean, probably. I don't think you need to, but I think you can choose to. Because like, because the thing is, we need food and water to survive. But in heaven, you can't die. So what would be the purpose of things you need to survive? But I still think that there will be fruits, because another thing is the Garden of Eden had food, like fruits and vegetable. I don't know about vegetables actually, but the point is that it had some healthy food. So I do think maybe we might still need to eat. I don't know. We will thrive, but we won't have a feast. Yeah, I think we still need to eat and drink. I do definitely think that. And what's crazy is that heaven probably has more people than there in heaven. Heaven has more people than Earth has people. That was really weird, but the point is that heaven has more people than Earth has at the moment. Kind of think about that, because and hell. Another question. I think this kind of crazy. I almost wonder: does hell have more people, or does heaven have more people? I genuinely have no idea, but when you go to heaven, will I look young or old? That's the thing, is I have no idea if we'll be in old. Well, I don't know if we'll even be in bodies. Like, that's the thing, is I don't know if we'll be souls just being in heaven or if we'll actually be in bodies. But I do remember there is like a verse in the Bible that does talk about how our bodies down here will be better in heaven. So I don't know. That's the thing, is you kind of look back and you think like, whoa, what? This all is so confusing, and it's kind of hard to really think about that. But I would think, I don't know. I do think that the way I picture it is down here, our bodies are like a prototype, and in heaven is the product. That's what I think. Oh wow, we got a long one down here. The only way I could do that was if I had to go to do a lot of more research to figure out to figure out. Oh my goodness, I cannot think. I can't even read that. I'm genuinely, my brain is not working right now. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be live for, but I just realized we have 10 likes. W. That means 10 people enjoyed the stream. That's actually amazing. Holy moly. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I will say, whenever I was about to start the stream, I was like, oh man, I really hope there's enough questions. I'm getting many, many questions. I always thought that I had too many questions about Jesus and all that stuff. Apparently, we're all in the same boat. I think everyone has questions about this stuff. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I had to talk to someone. But anyway, when I go to heaven, will I see 2 gates? 1 gate is heaven, or 1 gate is hell? That's a good question. Honestly, I don't really know much. There has been people that said that they've seen it firsthand, because people do say that they've died and then came back to Earth. But I really don't know, because sometimes it feels like they all have different things to say. But I don't know. That's a good question. Because that's the thing, is on Judgment Day, I don't know what Judgment Day will look like. All I know is that you'll be. Jesus will tell you everything you did pretty much wrong. I think I don't remember if. I can't remember if it was like, if you are going to hell, he will tell you every sin that you've pretty much done. But I think if you go to heaven, then you're just going to be like, oh, Jesus will basically just be like, I know you, come into heaven, and you will be put into heaven. I think one person said that I can't remember if this person had a dream, or if they had like basically a vision, or if they actually went, like if they actually died for like a little bit. I don't remember, but he was basically just like, there was a line of people, just thousands, maybe millions of people just lined up and waiting for their turn, and there would just be like a portal of hell being opened, and then they would get sucked into it, and then it would just close. I don't think that could be true. Well, I mean, it could be true, but it kind of seems a little bit weird, you know. Seems too earthly to think about. I don't know, maybe it is that simple, I have no idea. Yeah, I mean these are pretty good questions. They're just very hard to answer. That's the thing. But yeah. And by the way, don't think you have to read your Bible. I just want to say that. I mean, I always try to. Reading your Bible is a good habit, but you don't need to do it. But it can really help your mindset as well. It can kind of help you kind of change. You can be more wise. Um, the Bible can definitely help you out with some things. I need to get a water. Hold up. Let me get up a little bit here. I'll put on follow me. Here we go. Walk with me to go get my drink. I almost walked down the treehouse. That was close. Okay, just gotta make sure I don't run anything, and well, bam. Oh, there we go. Absolutely fantastic. I am back where I needed to be, and bang. Tough. I needed it. Oh my goodness. This water will not open. Ah! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna drop my controller. Okay. How did I turn around? How did I get over here? I didn't even move. What the heck? Okay, that was weird. Oh. I think I have stick drift on. What the heck? Okay. Who knows? We'll find out when we die. That's true. We will find out. That is for sure. Eight. I eat a lot of things. Holy moly. Oh yeah, and if anyone in the stream is wondering, I have no idea if LT will go live today. I think he said he was really busy today, so it doesn't look like it will happen today. He didn't have time yesterday. He was gonna go live actually. He was gonna go live yesterday, but something came up, so he couldn't go live. I have no idea when he'll go live. I'd be fine if he doesn't go to live today. But yeah. All I need is water. No! No, 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 no! Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. Good, that's not good, that's not good. Okay. I fixed the problem. I literally put down my drink and water somehow splashed up. Even though the water's at like the bottom of the bottle, it just straight up came out and how did I... Oops, okay, there we go. It came out like some big freaking drop just landed right on my phone. Holy moly. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was actually at the movie theater one time, like recently. The last time I was at the theater, there was like water. There was like a little bit of water in the cup holder, which is exactly where I put my phone. So whenever I got home and I was listening to my phone, you could hear water coming out of the speakers. I was like, oh no. Water got in my phone, and I was confused at first, but then I remembered. Yeah. If you get LT merch in the lobby, I'll donate $100. I'm not even First of all, I'm not even what's the word for it? I'm not even monetized, so I can't really be donated to. And what the heck? But yeah, I'm not even monetized. And second of all, LT is busy, so. And honestly, I don't even need the $100, even if I was monetized. rather not do anything like that for money. Yes, I'm not monetized from what I know of. Definitely not monetized. This water is so refreshing. I don't even remember the last time I had a drink. My throat has been so dry. I've drank like half of the bottle. Holy moly. That cannot be good for me. Holy. Yeah, I definitely, you know what, I could technically go check. Yeah. I don't think LT merches online, but I mean, he didn't have time to, oops, what the heck? Okay, there we go, it's gone. Okay. He didn't have the time to, join the stream. Probably didn't have much time. Oh, no! That's not good. Guys, don't do what I just did. I'm sitting on my knees playing monkey tag, and I left my water on the floor right next to me, and with the cap off. I think you can see where I'm going with this. Guys, we might be cooked. I just spilled on the carpet. Guys, this is not good. Where I need to get like a towel. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I might walk out of my boundary, which is perfectly fine. Wait, hold on. I got an idea. I feel lonely. Follow me. Come with me, friending. I had to walk out of my boundary. Okay, here we go. Oh, hello. I don't know why the camera has to be so close to me. Holy moly. Holy cow! That's a lot more water than I thought. Okay, I swear there was not even that much water left in my bottle. Goodness gracious. Okay. The good news is, it's not even that bad. I love this stream. Thank you so much. There's going to be a lot more streams just like this every single Sunday, so always feel free to stop by. Now this towel is going to smell like Propel. Yeah, no, it smells like Propel. Holy moly, okay. Well, what a stream so far. Gotta finish the drink. I know. What a tough stream so far. Talk about Jesus, and then I spill my water. Today's been quite the day, huh? Holy. Yay. So I'm talking about. Hello. I don't know why I had. Okay. Follow distance. Yeah, I want that follow distance to be. Wow. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Okay. I didn't think it was going to be that far. Goodness. Don't follow me, camera. Oh my god, goodness gracious, says it hurts sometimes. Okay, there we go. We could put the FOV to 8A. Oh my goodness, that looks insane now. It looks like it's almost too wide. that's weird. That looks really weird to have the camera like. Now it feels like it's almost, I have an idea. How's this feel, guys? Oh, my right controller's I don't know what I'm doing. I just like the stream, by the way. W, oh, my camera's still there. This FOV be crazy. Yo. Oh my goodness. Okay, my chin looks weird. I missed a spot. No! 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 Hi Dugan. Okay. You know what? I need to go find something to do. Yeah, if you guys want to keep asking questions, that is totally fine with me. Ask as many questions as you want, but I think I might have an idea. Come with me. Let me just come with me. I don't know if I hid the code, but either way I'll probably leave this code, considering the fact we're good, chat. We're good. We're good, chat. So, can I join? Any tips on video ideas? Ooh, you're asking the wrong guy. I don't have any videos at the moment. If I did have a couple video ideas, I would probably do them, but I don't. So my camera is stuck to my hand, even though I'm not even. What in the world? I don't know how to fix it though. It's okay. You never answer? What you mean? Can I join? Can you join? Hmm. I don't know. Because guess what? The answer is that was the code the entire time, but that was the code. Big glazed. Big glazed. Because I was kind of thinking Biggie, but we were talking about Christ, so. Let me, I have an idea. Tip the camera like that. Let me put myself on push to talk real quick. Holy cow. Okay. Oops.
Show me the it's Sticky Blue.
There's, uh-oh. Hello.
You met DMT a few days ago.
I did.
Weeks,
I did. I very much did. I did meet him. LARP9 is cheesy.
I want to join this code first.
Cheesy.
Code and then troll everyone.
I'm Mark
Hello,
9.
cheesy.
I'm Mark 9.
I can kick everyone and do that right now. I'll kick everyone.
Interesting. You guys could probably get the code, not gonna lie. It is a fan code, so you may or may not be getting on one. Midnight's Child. It's quite an interesting name.
Oh my god, it's
Not
LARP9.
Kyle.
Hey guys,
Yo, which LARP9 is that? Is that LARP9?
It's
Oh, it's cheesy.
nah, I'm just
you.
LARP 9.
Hi, cheesy.
Please speed, I need this. Well, guess what? No. That's so tough. I know a code that I will join. It might be full, not gonna lie. No one! It got out the merchandise! Are you serious? No one in here! Oops. No one in here! No one in here! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Wow, I have massive stream delay. No way, bro. Not way, bro. I have an idea.
I was in the code, then I left because I had to go do something. Oh yeah, stream delay is crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. The
I
stream
also
delay is
can't
pretty
hear
massive.
you.
Oh! Yeah, I
Push to
forgot how to
talk.
push the dog on. Yep. For some reason, you on the camera, you have no cosmetics. Oh, my nose is itchy.
Holy stream delay.
That was the weirdest Achu ever. Oh my gosh, that's bad stream delay. Holy mackerel. Oh my goodness. That stream delay is bad. Wait, hold up. Ready? Ready? Yeah. Just be tweaking. Just be tweaking. No! How is it still wet where I'm standing? Hold on, guys. We never got rid of the problem. The problem is still there. I just thought, oh no, wait, is it? That's just not my problem. Okay. The propel spill has officially gone. We don't need to worry about that anymore. Okay. Time to think of a new code to join, a fan code. Oh, this is difficult. Fan codes. This one is pretty known, I would say. It's full. Yeah, no, definitely known. That's just not how you spell that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's also full. Why is everything full? Oh, I know this one. Oh, wait, this one. If this is full. What? No one. Holy cow. Yo, what is going on? This just makes no sense anymore. That one's full as well. Guys, work up. What about this one? This one's kind of old, but it might still work. What? Explain to me. Oh god. What? That's good. What the heck? Okay, there we go. Dude, this is insane. This is crafty? No. I don't even believe that. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. He's not even talking. That cannot be real crafty. Yeah, okay, maybe I should just unmute them. He's clearly not talking. Hold up. Go in this direction. Here. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Tell me you guys saw that as well. That's so weird. What's a butter biscuit? Water.
What is that?
You don't want to know.
Sweeter build. Wait, what do you mean? It's
Huh?
Hi, Santa Claus.
I'm not Santa Claus. I'm not Santa Claus. Where's crafting?
The blue Biggie Smalls?
The blue Biggie Smalls. What?
Who are you calling idiot?
Not.
I'll sue you.
Not Biggie Smalls. I'm Biggie Blue. That's why.
What?
I think I see crafty. Not gonna lie. Is that actually real crafty though? Gotta find out. Ah!
I got you, bro.
Hi.
Wait a second.
Yeah, blessed day. Yeah, blessed day.
You know who I am?
Are you LT Merchant's sidekick? Oh my gosh, no way.
I was mod.
No way.
Yes, I met him.
It's the real Biggie Blue. Guys, this is a moment in history. Alright, bye-bye. Yeah, bro. it's
Yeah,
me.
you do videos with him all the time.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
First time I met. Hold on, let me get a picture with you so I can send it to Ellie merch.
Oh yeah, who's?
Randall, crazy again.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm going, yeah.
Yo, where's Biggie Boo? Hello.
Right there, bro.
Okay. Wait, your calls
Yeah.
disappear whenever I look away from you. What the heck? Okay, here.
Really?
Yeah, I
3,
think I need to fix
2,
that.
1. Yo, bro, get out of here! What are you doing?
What's that?
Alright. Can't be this serious. Is that crafty?
Sorry, speaking
No way,
of-
guys.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
crap.
No, it's not.
Yeah, welcome to my
Alright.
time. Yet again. Yo,
I'm not
Crafty,
hoping maybe
Crafty,
send that to
Crafty,
LT.
Crafty. Yo, Crafty, why, oh wow, Crafty.
Jesus is God. That is so true.
Yo, you drive me crazy.
Am I recording?
Crazy for you. My eyes only. Yo, why is Crafty eating
Sure.
me? No way.
Like, almost everybody bro.
Check Crafty? Hello? Dude, that's crazy, yo. I'm gonna be disappointed if this is how I think it's gonna turn out. It's not turn out well. You failed me. You failed me. You failed me. You told me that you were in school. I guess I did kind of wait a little bit. Telling me that you were in that code. Problem, not my problem. That's just not my problem. And if any of you want to meet Crafty, he's in code content. Never explained that. I'm so sorry. Problem, that's just not my problem. Not my problem. That's just not my problem.
Or no, or like. Or
Dude, this
should I
just
call it?
this just makes no sense.
No. Okay, I'll say it. There's
What?
This one also. But
Did I just
I don't
hear?
know how I feel about it.
Wait, AJ, AJ, can I get a photo? Can I get a photo?
Hey, bro.
Yeah, AJ.
Who's AJ?
Just kidding, I don't want a photo with you. I don't even know who you
Bro,
are.
who is AJ?
Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop. My phone.
I want to phone with you, but I don't know who you are.
Can I get a code?
Maybe
Can I
you
get a
Bob and
code?
you Bob.
Vicky
Who
Boo!
did you boss? That's what you want.
Can I get a code?
That's not who I am.
Vicky Boo, what's
Totally.
up? I was in your stream. I'm in your stream.
Bro, I just.
Oh, you
can't
are?
get the picture.
Oh!
You know who I am.
Yo,
That's
that
quick.
voice crack was bad.
Were you in the code to
That
AJY?
was me. That was me. That's me.
I joined in there and you weren't in there.
Can I let you an LT stream?
But if you also want to meet Crafty,
Maybe
he's
give me
in
a
code
close friend
content,
lesson.
so. These were given to me by
I also
friends.
met
So,
you in LT streams before.
yeah, I think I've seen you in a couple of your
Guys,
streams.
what code should I join?
Holy
Guys, what code should I
mispronunciation, bro.
join?
Where am I gonna go? Ah! Martin Luther Linger. Join code TTT Big. I mean, he is my goat, so no. Why would I do that? I'm trying to think of another code. You're telling me to join code TTT Pig!
Oh, hi.
What the heck? What? That was just not what I was expecting. Ooh, oh guys, this is not good. Guys, my belly is starting. Let's just say the food got to me a little bit. I'm not feeling sick. I think I just needed to, yeah. You know, I gotta try to get into. Oh my gosh! Well, I mean, the code. I guess I'm trying to get in Code Creator. Problem, not my problem. problem. It's so full. It's just always full. It's just always full. It'll never not be full. Okay, well, we're gonna end off the stream here. It was very, very fun talking about Christ and doing all this amazing stuff. So thank you all for stopping by, and I hope you guys all have an amazing